I'm David Pritt and welcome to My Week in Football.
Hi, my name's David and let me tell you a bit about myself before this video starts. So I'm a big football supporter. I follow mainly Manchester United, the first team, the women's teams, the academy team, the reserve team, basically anything that's to do with United. I also go and see any other teams I can at the time. So if I get offered a ticket for City or other teams, I'll go and watch them because I just love football so much. So any opportunity to go and watch it. I went to, I think, 115 games last season over all competitions, and I ended the season going to the Women's World Cup, which was unbelievable. Getting flown out to Nice to watch England v Scotland was, once in a lifetime opportunity. So basically, this video is going to be basically what it says on the tin, My Week in Football, where I talk about everything I've done this week in football, starting from Friday to the Thursday. So this video is what I've done up to yesterday, which was Thursday. So let's get started. As I've said, this video starts on the Friday, but there was no football for me until the Sunday. I went up to Scotland on the 28th on the Sunday and watched France v Germany in the Under-19s European Championships at St Mirren's ground. It's quite a good game, really. Germany opened the scoring. She's opened the scoring at 6 minutes, and to be fair, Germany looked the better team, but somehow France got back. Baltimore, who looked a hell of a player, she got one back in about the 12th, 13th minute, and it was 1-1 at half time. But for me, Germany were the better team all the way through it. Second half starts, it's a bit of both, one way, and then Lacar for France gets a goal about 15 minutes to go, and then after that it was just the pressure from Germany, just on and on, trying to just get that goal, lumping it up, trying everything, and they had a few opportunities, and I felt really bad for them, really. France, well, congratulations to them, they won, they did everything they needed to do to win, but Germany tried their hearts out to try and win that game. But that's football, and obviously France were delighted with what they did, and I've got to say, it's the first final I've seen of an under-19s tournament, so yeah, I enjoyed that. The one that's too far away is only Scotland, a few hours drive away, so that was pretty good. So after that, the following day, I flew out to Oslo. There was 2 games over there, so Manchester United went over there, and so did the women's team. So we didn't do anything on the Monday because no games. On the Tuesday, we went up to, it was the Norway Cup, which is the world's largest youth football tournament, which I didn't really know about, being someone who follows youth football. I've never heard of it before. So I went up there, and there was, loads of games on, apparently on for quite a few days. All age groups, girls teams, boys teams, and quite a few things going on. And music, they had a stage there, and I wish I knew about it beforehand because I would have planned my time a bit differently and gone to quite a few games. But we went there just to have a look, and because the women's team were doing an open training session, and it was a first opportunity to see some of the new signings in the United gear, basically. So like Jackie Groening, Abby McManus, Mary Earps, a couple of devs were there, players were there, and Jane Ross. So, but I only stuck around for about half an hour. The weather was awful, chucking it down. A few others stayed because I had to get to the first team game with the United. So I had to get on a bus, head to the Ullevale Stadium where we played Kristiansund. And it was a funny match. It's the first time I've ever seen a United team abroad. So for me, I was quite excited for it. The first half wasn't the best, let's put it that way. I thought certain players did okay. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it where I thought, we're going to get beat or we're going to do this, but it just wasn't the greatest of games. Second half, they bring the same team out, and then I think it was about the 60th minute or so, they changed the whole 11. And they brought the likes of Pogba on and Mason Greenwood, who I followed because I watched youth football, and same with Taïf Chong. And I thought the second half team looks a bit better than the first half team, maybe a bit more energy, and they're trying a few things. But what I will say, and people have the doubts about him, but Pogba, he looked really sharp. Some of his movements, he was surrounded by a few players, and he'd try a few things and do this, do that, and it'd come off because we all know, no matter what you think about him, he is the best player at United. So watching the game, not long to go, and quite a surprise really, hear that Noah Solskjaer's coming on, and it turns out it's Solskjaer's oldest son, so he's playing against the team his dad's managing, which was quite funny. And so we thought it was going to be a 0-0, and then at the end, Pogba puts the ball through to Juan Mata, he gets taken out, and penalty. And so we somehow got a penalty, Mata got up, scored it, and we won 1-0. It was quite a good... It wasn't the best of games, but I enjoyed the experience of going abroad for the first time watching United. It was something that I'd love to do again now. So the following day, on Wednesday the 31st, we travelled down to the Intility Arena, where we played Vålerenga. This is the women's team, sorry. So Manchester United women's team played Vålerenga. And it was quite a good following, really. The attendance was 7,124, which is the biggest crowd they played for. And there was two of the new signings playing, Hayley Ladd and Jane Ross. And I was quite excited for it. I've always thought with pre-season, though, it doesn't matter about the result, as long as the fitness is there. But we didn't get to the greatest starts. Vålerenga scored within 5 minutes. Player called Deer scored, which weren't the greatest starts, but what are you going to do? But 4 minutes later, Najoya scored, so we made it 2-0. So we're thinking, oh, it's going to be one of these. But about 15 minutes later, Jess Sigsworth, who was our Golden Boot winner last season, scored, and we thought, right, we're going to come back here. But it didn't seem to happen, and half-time came, and it was 2-1, and you thought, are we going to get something out of this? And you think maybe at the second half, a couple of changes, and we'd be all right. But that wasn't to happen. Najoya scored 2 more goals to get a hat-trick in the second half, and it wasn't the greatest, once again. But it had a good support, and one of the good things, we did get to see 2 of the new players, and also 2 development team players play for the first team, which was Charlotte Newsham and Maria Edwards. And I thought Maria Edwards did really well when she came on. She wasn't on for long, but she did a couple of good things, and she had a shot that looked like it was heading for the top corner, but just missed. So we're hopeful there. I mean, the season starts soon. We've got City at the Etihad for the first game of the season, which is going to be really tough. But there's a lot of time yet to get the players fit and get them ready. So that was my video, really. I'm trying to do this each week. I know it's not the best thing. I'm not used to being on camera, but I go to a lot of games, so I just thought, why not document what I go to, because my memory is not the best. So it'd be good to look back now and again and see what I've done. So I'll let you know what I'm doing next week. So it's Friday today. United under-18s are in a youth tournament, but I can't go, unfortunately, today because of family issues. But I'm going tomorrow to the final of it, and then on Sunday I'm going to the O2 in London for the FIFA E-World Cup final, which I'll meet my mate Rodney there. And then who knows what's after that. I'm always looking for games to go and things to do with football. So if you ever hear of anything, be sure to let me know, either in the comments or on Twitter or Instagram, which I'll leave in the description. Do let me know, though, what you think of this video. Obviously, it's not the best. It's something that I've just started doing. I'm not used to being on camera as much. Well, when I have been on camera, I've been with someone else, so it's easier to talk to someone else rather than just talking to a camera, which I'm really not used to. So any criticisms, let me know what I can change, what I can do better, and this and that. I'm not the best editor. I'm not best at this and that. I'm just someone who's just trying to get a video out there. So if you enjoyed it, thank you. If not, just let me know what I can change. Thanks a lot.